My mom told my two little boys to step out of the family Christmas photo like they were in the way. 9 months later, while she renewed her vows by a lake and posed for pictures, my post went live and her narrative started bleeding in public. I was 34, married 9 years, with two sons 7 and 5 who still thought grandparents were automatic. My wife and I were the quiet ones. We showed up, brought food, helped clean, and swallowed the little jokes. My sister was the golden child. That Christmas morning, we arrived about 10 minutes late with cinnamon rolls and wrapped gifts. The living room was already buzzing. My dad grunted hello from his recliner. My mom gave my wife a one-armed hug and said, "Wow, you both look tired," like it was an insult. Then she whispered to my sister about our allergy-free stuff while my oldest stood there with his safe snacks. We made it through breakfast. We made it through the digs. Then my mom clapped. Okay, all the grandkids. Fireplace photo. The kids crowded in, and my boys ran for space. My mom's hand landed on my oldest's shoulder. She smiled. "Step out for 1 second. Just the cousins right now, okay?" My youngest froze, then shuffled backward. My oldest blinked and followed him, silent. My mom crouched, chirped, "Perfect. All our grandkids." And the camera clicked. My wife didn't argue. She just stood there, still as stone. I picked up the gifts we'd brought and told the boys to grab their coats. We left without slamming a door. We just disappeared. An hour later, my mom called. "Why are you being so sensitive?" It was one quick photo. I said, "You excluded my kids." She snapped, "You're making a big deal out of nothing," and hung up. That afternoon, she posted the photo with all our grandkids together. So blessed. Hearts and comments flooded in. Nobody asked where my sons were. After that, it was omission after omission. We weren't invited. We didn't get updates unless they were about the grandkids, meaning my sisters. In March, my youngest turned 6. I reminded my parents twice. They didn't show. Later, my mom said, "He's 6. He won't remember." He remembered enough to ask, "Did I do something bad?" Then my dad called. "Hey, you still have that old desk? We're making a study corner for your sister's boys. She liked your desk, since you're not using it." I said, "My oldest uses it for homework." He sighed. "Well, if you change your mind." I finally went over and asked why. My mom didn't deny anything. "We just have a different bond with your sister's kids," she said. I said, "They're all your grandkids." She shrugged. "Life isn't fair." The next morning, there was a handwritten letter taped to my door. "We can't walk on eggshells. If you're going to keep score, we'll take a step back." 2 days later, my sister posted an old family picture cropped. My boys were cut out cleanly, like they'd never been there. My wife looked once and deleted her apps. No rant, just done. In August, my cousin warned me my mom was telling people we pulled away because my wife was too sensitive. That was the moment it turned cold. They weren't just excluding us, they were rewriting us. So I stopped begging for a seat and started documenting the truth. Screenshots, the cropped photo, the all our grandkids post, the desk call, texts about allergies being too complicated. Then in September, a thick envelope arrived. My parents' vow renewal, family only. Our names were printed in the program like we'd never been erased. My boys' full names too. Props for their rebrand. I didn't crash the ceremony. I scheduled one post for 2:15 p.m., 15 minutes after it started. Side by side, the original photo and the crop, receipts, a short transcript of my mom calling my kids allergy precautions, attention-seeking. Then a letter to my sons. "You weren't too loud. You were just inconvenient to people who didn't want to make space." When it went live, I took my wife and kids for ice cream and put my phone on silent. By the time we got home, there were 14 voicemails. My sister texted, "This is sick." My mom emailed about being humiliated. I didn't reply. 2 weeks later, they mailed a Thanksgiving card. "Let's rebuild. Put the past behind us." I didn't answer. That morning, my boys built a pillow fort while my wife baked pie. Nobody got cropped out. Nobody had to earn their place. And for the first time in my life, family finally meant the people who showed up.